What's going on, guys? Haven't done one of these house improvement items or fixes in a while, just because we haven't had any issues, but today we are doing some maintenance on the water heater. So the water heater has been maybe 4 or 5 years that I haven't done any flushes or checked the anode rod or check for any leaks, and we did have a leak on the expansion tank. So I'm going to replace that, and I'm going to get the rod, which is behind here. I had to just take one screw out of here, but pretty much I'm going to flush it. I'm going to do everything, just full maintenance on here. And so if you guys are interested, so I'm going to just show you guys what I did here. First, I turned off the gas line, so this is the gas one. Turn it off, boom, turn it off, so there's no chance that it will ignite while it's dry. I hooked a garden hose on here, and then I ran it out to the garage, and I turned it. I let it run for just a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and then turned it off, just to flush out enough water so that we don't have some pressure. And I went ahead inside and I turned on the hot water side on one of the faucets inside to kind of just relieve some pressure. And also I turned off the water line that runs into the water heater. So that's the first steps. For this, all I had to do was grab one of these adjustable wrenches. It looks like it's about the size, I don't know what the size is. It's like, I think 3/4 inch adaptation. Came off pretty easily. It looked like it was kind of corroded a little bit. We do have hard water here, so I'm going to just clean this up a little bit, and we'll put in the new tank there in a little bit. But while we're back here, I'm going to show you guys here. I'm going to have to get that node or that rod that's back here too. You're supposed to change these every like 3 to 4 years or something like that. You're supposed to check. And so I'm going to go ahead and check to see what it is, and I'm going to replace it either way. So this here comes off already. We'll move it on the other side. I'm probably going to need to, we'll probably keep this. It's 2 extra screws. If I need to remove it, it's not that terrible. So, alright, some things that you'll need. You got 1 inch and 1/16 to remove the anode, and then we got 1 inch and 3/16 to put on the new one. Actually, I think this, okay, so I think the 3/16 is to remove the current one, and this one is going to be the replacement one, because I am going with the powered anode. So this is the titanium one. You just do it, replace it once, then you're good. And here is my old tank that I was telling you about. It looked like it was kind of rusted around here. It had some leaks, and so I am going to, this is the replacement. It's pretty much the same model, it's just it looks different. There you go, I just bought it online. But I'm gonna wrap this in Teflon tape, and then also the compound here that I bought, this joint compound for piping, just to make sure that we don't have any leaks there. But yeah, so I'll put this in last. I'm gonna go ahead and try to remove the rod. Alright, so here is the sacrificial rod. Actually in pretty good condition, for being, you know, close to 5 years. So it's not completely gone, only like the top piece was gone here. I did have to use an impact driver. I'm pretty sure you can use a wrench. It wasn't terrible, but it was just easier because I could just get in there. That's out. Now we're going to put in the new one, and then we're going to flush the rest of the tank water out. So the hardest part is pretty much done. I was removing this impact driver, and let me see here, this was the 1/16 one, was to remove this. I think the larger one is to put in this one here if you're using this, but if you're just going to replace it with the same, you know, rod here, you can use the 1/16 and save a little bit of money. Okay, so let me put everything back together. All right, so here's the new one, very short, it's titanium. It has a power line here that you have to hook it up to, which is that over there. And so yeah, we are going to put this in real quick. So I have it in, screwed in, and this is how it works. We got power onto there. I have a sticky management cable thing to hold the wires there so that it doesn't touch this thing when it's hot. We have to have a ground, so you can pick any of these screws here. I just picked the one on the side here to screw it into. It runs across here and down to a outlet. I'm gonna have to split that or something, be able to plug that in. And yeah, so everything is done up here. I'm gonna put the shield back, and we're going to put the expansion tank back on, and then flush the system, and then we're gonna power back on the water. I kind of flushed it a couple times. So what I did was, it's still draining, so the water cutoff line for me is up here, up there. So I just kind of turn it on and off to kind of like get new water in there to kind of kick up the sediment. But it looked pretty good, so I'm just gonna let that kind of chill for a little bit. I'm gonna tighten these other things in here, make sure it just doesn't touch. Everything looks good. Everything's back in place for the most part. We just basically need to drain this completely, turn it on, let it fill up, and plug it in, and it'll be good to go. And then turn on the pilot light, of course, but we'll do that at the very end. All right, guys, and that's pretty much it on how to replace your water expansion tank, your anode rod, and flush your system. It took me about, I mean, this is my first time doing it, so it took me about maybe 45 minutes or so. Just kind of take my time, make sure everything's right. If you already kind of know how to do it the first time, it was pretty fast. It should be pretty fast. Go over the tools that I actually use completely. So I used the water hose. You need a water hose. You need an impact driver to make things a lot easier. You can just use one of these wrench things if you don't want to get one of the impact drivers. It just helps. 1 3/16 if you're using the powered anode. If you're not, you just need the 1 1/16 one. I need a flathead and an adjustable wrench to remove, and a Phillip head to remove on the screws. And that was pretty much it in terms of doing everything. So pretty easy, and of course the parts. But yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed yet, make sure you guys are subscribed. And like always, next one, guys, peace.